Have you ever noticed that it's really easy to move slow while dating until you meet someone that you really like? Then it's kind of like, okay, let's just elope in Vegas. But before you buy that plane ticket, watch this video because there could be a few key reasons to move slowly, and that might save you from heartbreak in the future. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleton from lovestrategies.com, where I help successful single women get out there and attract love and do it with a proven strategy. And our strategy is comprised of what we call the 7 little love steps. And we have a little love step called little love step number 5, where we pace the progression of our connections. And if you want to learn all the little love steps, you can always find that at lovestrategies.com. We have a free virtual training there. You can check all that stuff out. But I developed this strategy because there was a constant pattern that I call the 3x3 principle. What would typically happen with our female clients is that a woman would meet a man, things would be going really well, and then the guy would actually be moving really fast. He'd want to see you more, he'd want to spend weekends with you, he'd want to take you away on vacation. Then after anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months, he's going to look at you and say, you, my beautiful lady, need to slow it down. Then you're like, motherfucker, you were the one who was moving fast. So to avoid that from happening and to continue building tension in the connection as the relationship develops, we pace at little love step 5. And here's a few deeper reasons why, in case you're not quite convinced. Number 1, it puts you in control of the process. The person who wants to move faster by nature has less power than the person who is slowing things down. Now, this doesn't mean I want you to be like cold or uninterested in the guy. I mean, you can show interest in a guy, tell him how handsome he is, how incredible he is, how funny he is. You can give those green light signals that we talk about in the little love steps, but you can also move things slow with him. It's a little counterintuitive, but it's absolutely possible. Number 2 is pacing the progression of the connections actually builds desire and anticipation. This one is where our clients are like, wow, the little love steps really work. And that is because this is a counterintuitive principle. And that is when you move slowly with men, they actually want to speed things up even further. So that's why we suggest our clients to always be telling guys that they want to move really slow and just get to know each other before moving any further. This is not something that men tend to hear from women. And it actually builds that desire and makes men want to speed up the process. It's mind-boggling, but it works. The third reason is that pacing allows you to know whether or not you can trust a man. The best algorithm to know if you can trust a person is consistency multiplied times time. Let me explain. Consistency is how consistent is he being with his actions, his words? Is he following through on his words with his action? Consistency is very, very important. He basically does what he says he's going to do. And time is just the length of time that he's consistent. So that's how we know we can trust a person. If he's been very consistent over a long period of time, like years, then you can certainly trust the person more and more. But if he's been very inconsistent over a long period of time, obviously you can't trust him. Or he's only been very consistent, but a very short period of time, you can't trust a person. So really pacing allows us to have more time spent with a person and knowing a person and seeing if they're actually consistent. And the longer period of time you've known him, the more that you can trust him and really start investing yourself emotionally in the relationship. Number 4 is pacing gives you time to just let life happen. Before you move in with a person, before you truly commit your heart and your life to a person, I want you to see how the man reacts to just a life circumstance. And we all know shit just happens in life. It could be like the loss of a job, a challenging week. It could be even just something as silly as like, I don't know, have you ever started dating someone new and like things are amazing, but then you go out one night, it's a random night, he's had too much to drink and shit goes down. Like maybe he orders a steak, but the restaurant overcooks his steak, and then you see a very different side of this guy.
I ordered medium rare and this is medium.
And then you're sitting there like, oh shit, I can't believe I just moved in with this guy. So with all that said, little love step number 5, pacing is one step of the entire process. If you want to learn everything, head on over to lovestrategies.com to learn the entire strategy in a virtual dating coaching session. You're going to love it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you beautiful lady, next week. I got one of my wig's hairs attached to my finger now. Oh, that's fun. Speak to y'all soon. Bye-bye.